Är du redo för framtiden? Då ska du se hit. Campus Tälje. Utbildningar som ger jobb. Just nu är det en stor efterfrågan på kyl- och värmepumpstekniker. Installation, service och underhåll av kyl- och värmepumpsanläggningar. Säkerhetsingenjör jobbar med modern säkerhetsteknik och avancerade säkerhetslösningar. Underhållstekniker. En utbildning för dig som vill jobba med att felsöka, utreda och lösa driftproblem. Campus Tälje. Här hittar du utbildningar som ger jobb.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Lioness show. And for you loyal people who have been watching my TV program since I was like 16, 17, yeah, you already know. The program's name was A Better Version of Me, Ett bättre jag in Swedish. But today we have changed it. We have had a glow up, I call it. So yeah, it's upgraded, and for this program and for today's episode, I wanted to take a person who in my eyes were looking like a lion. And you may wonder, who is the person? I can tell it's a really handsome man. I was like a young, good looking man. Okay, also keep on watching. I would tell you a little bit about the story, right? Because now it's officially that the series called Telja is out, so don't miss the series and the good actress in it. And the actress for today is called Nurbo and is sitting here with me. And you may wonder, like, the people who know me know that I always pick and choose my people who I want to represent in this TV program. And I took him because I saw the way he was when he was doing the actress, and I was so impressed. And actually, I met him once before, and he was like, they had a big, how can I say it, like activity to young children. There was like kids. I love them, and I was with them dancing and vibe with them. But then I saw one young man who helped them and danced with them and was feeling with them with his whole heart. And I was like, who are you? Who are you? And then we spoke and we were like vibing, and you told me about you actress life, and yeah, we have like same people in our contacts. I was like, okay, so I heard a little about you as well. And then one time I was about to head off to a recording for this Telja, and I didn't know he was there. I didn't know because you move in silence mostly. And then when I saw him and the way you acted, I was like, there's something in you. So we were chit-chatting a little bit before this recording, because I was like, I wanted to know how it feels to get into different characters. So shoot your shot. Let's go. Let us know. Okay. Tell me about you.
That's where we're gonna start. Yeah, I remember that we also danced with this activity with the kids.
Yeah.
So it was fun. We had fun. To get into characters, if we're gonna start there, I love it. It's a way for me to express myself in different shapes and forms of myself that I haven't explored before. And it's very exciting and fun. So I love getting into characters, and I put a lot of job into it too. And especially for Telja, it's a character far from myself, and it was very exciting to get into that character. Yeah, so I love it.
And for those people who maybe missed out such a good series called Telja, would you like to describe a little bit about your character and how you felt going into that character?
Yeah, my character is a very bold character. His name is Jackie, and he has a lot of hybris as well, and he thinks he's the best, and he wants to climb this chain, this criminal chain, and get to the top. And he has a very good sense of style and fashion, and he likes money and power, I would say. And he can do whatever he wants to get that power, and he's not scared of anything. So it's a very fun character to play. He can also be very impulsive and a bit crazy, I would say. So yeah, and how I went into that character was that I studied the environment where this person lived and came from, and it was Södertälje. So I was hanging around in the area, listen to how people talk, how they behave, and also secretly recorded some people sometimes through my phone. Not they weren't talking about something like secret or anything like that, but it was only for me to know the way they were talking. To
Okay, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Where like, was it the team telling you doing that?
No, no, it's me myself.
It was you. Okay,
Yeah.
that's so interesting.
Yeah, and I write a lot about my character. So see the script, when I get a script, I always have to analyze it and get all the information I can from my character. What can I find about my character in this script that I can use when I work on getting into this character? Does he easily get angry, and why? Why is that? And I have to write down all the information that I'm not getting from the script, like his background.
Exactly.
How did he grow up?
Yeah.
What's his mother's name? What's his father's name? Which hand is he? Does he brush his teeth with? Is he left-handed or right-handed? How does he walk, and why is he walking like that? And yeah, so I have to put all this work before I get into this character. Otherwise, if that's the difference between being professional and just want to try movies and acting. Because before I studied acting, I thought it was easy. I could act. What's the hard thing with it? But after studying at New York Film Academy, I realized that I actually don't know anything about acting, and I got so many good tools for it. So if I would get this role before I studied, I would probably just imagine how a criminal would walk and talk, just a fast imagination, and then I would just do something. But it wouldn't look as truthful and real as if I put all this work behind this character, and to really get to know this character. Because me, Nurbo, I know myself as because of everything that happened in my life. I'm formed the way I am because of everything that happened in my life, genetics and other reasons as well. But and I have to find out the same things about Jackie. So yeah, what happened during his 30 years in life, and why is he reacting the way he does in this script? So yeah.
So I was just like really curious, because you were talking about like analyze the character, right? Because you really need to understand the character, where it comes from, and their triggers and everything that make them become the person. And as we were speaking before, we were speaking about getting perspective, right? You were talking about when you start thinking, when you do the actors, like, oh my God, if I took this path, I will end up like this. If I do that, could you share it to the people? Like,
yeah, of course. I never thought about it that much until we actually spoke about it. But it is kind of, if I would choose a criminal path, would this be the character? Would I be like this as a criminal? If I would play a doctor, would I be like this? So a part of me will always, a part of Nurbo will always be, I think, in the characters also, but in another life, if I chose another direction in life. But I don't want to think that this character is a part of me. I want to think that it's a whole different person, but I think it always follows a part of you in every character you play. And that's what makes you unique as an actor. That's why no one can be you. So yeah, I find it very interesting.
Yeah, me too. And if I could play with a ball, imagine just having a ball. Just a thought that I want to like share with you. If we could do a character right now, and that character represent you, your own life, your own story, and who you are as a person, and you choose to use everything you've been through, everything you felt, to do something about it. And for me, I call it a mindset shift. So you took like actress really, really seriously, because I've been seeing you doing it behind the scenes, and we see you doing it behind the cameras and everything. I've been there like in the real time. And my question then are like, do you feel the character that you are as a person is the character you would choose to be in a movie, or do you choose like to be something totally different? Because you choose to build up success through actress and acting, and also you've been fighting as well. Yeah. So how would you describe the person if you could?
The person I am.
Yeah, but in a character way.
Okay, so you want me to like
See,
talk about myself as a third person.
third person. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a mindset shift.
Yeah.
I grew up with very low self-confidence. I was really bad in school, didn't understand anything, and I was not good in any sport at all, and I didn't even try. And then I think I came to a point where I was just tired of being bad, and I wanted to develop, and I wanted to become a better version of myself. And when I had this mindset switch, I found solutions in solutions. So let's say school. I always had excuses for why I was bad in school. My excuse was, okay, my mother couldn't help me with the homework, or stuff like that, or that I'm not intelligent. But then when I chose to be better in school, I found solutions that, okay, if I need help with any homework, I go to my neighbor. So I went to a neighbor, two neighbors, their name was Patrick or Helena. And I said, could you help me with this homework? And I was like 10, 11 years old. And they said, sure. So I was sitting there studying with them. And then I said, could you help me with this homework too? And they said, no. The neighbor in the 5th floor, Peter and Petra, they are very good in this subject. Go there. So I went there and knocked on the door and I said, could you help me with my homework? And they said, yes. So I was sitting there. And I didn't become good in school directly, but I started getting better. And it wasn't until I started boxing that I really got so much more intelligent. I think you mentioned Hansian. What's his name?
What?
This brain... no, he's
Anders Hansen,
Anders
right?
Hansen. He was
Yes.
talking about this. If you work out like 3 times a day, 3 times a week for 45 minutes, you will become more intelligent. And I didn't know about this back then, but this is the reason why I think I became more intelligent. I started boxing and I started doing it on a high level, very fast. And I went from working out 3 times a week to 12 times a week. And from nowhere, all my results in school got so much better. I went from being one of the kids that had worst grades to become one of the kids that had the best grades in class. And that was shocking for myself. And I didn't understand why. I suddenly understood everything in math or the other subjects. So this mental shift together with the sport, with boxing, actually helped me a lot to develop. And I used my achievements in boxing, this mentality, with everything else in life. and I started to love to challenge myself. So I wanted to join the army, for instance, and instead of just choosing a regular army, I chose the toughest one. So I Googled what's the toughest one. Okay, ranger school, to become a ranger, and then I moved up in the north of Sweden and studied to become a ranger. And we learned how to operate in Arctic environments and do special operations, and it was very tough. But it was a way of challenging myself and see what I can do. Yeah, and so this followed also when I started with acting. Okay, I want to act. Okay, then if I want to do this, I have to have a good. I have to study acting, and if I'm going to study acting, I'm going to look for the best school, not the best school in Sweden that everyone chooses. I think the best school in Sweden, people are talking about scenskolan a lot, and I was like, no, I want to be best in the world. So I Googled the best school in the world, and New York Film Academy came up. So I started there, and I moved to New York, and I started acting, studied acting there, and learned so much about it. So everything I do now, I always try to choose the most challenging and the toughest, and I think that's a good mindset to have. I don't have to be best. It's not, maybe I won't become the best, but at least like aim for the stars, and you might get pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you. I am.
Thank you.
And I do believe like many of the people watching this would look up to you as I'm doing right now, because it's not always easy to like leave everything behind and just move to New York, or leave everything behind and then move up to Sweden.
Yeah.
And keep on challenging yourself. Because what I've been doing some research before, and by talking to many people, I do believe like many people want to have the biggest challenges and challenges all the time, because some of these people, I'm not talking about you, but some of these people describe it as they don't feel good enough.
Yeah.
So they're trying to find something just to have like some kind of
I can relate
feeling.
to that. Because I had really low self-esteem. Like I was not happy about the way I was looking, my body, my brain, my intelligence, nothing. So for me, yeah, I can really relate to that. I wanted to be happy with myself, be proud of myself. And then, but also it's a dangerous thing with this mindset is that you can never be satisfied. You will always, like when you reach your goal, you will always aim higher and higher. So it's so important to also just stay and think about what you have achieved and be happy about what you have done and be proud of yourself. And I'm not even close to my dream when it comes to acting. I'm so far away. But I'm also learning to I also want this mindset to enjoy the journey, because this is my passion. I love it, and it can take many years until I reach my goal, but I have to learn to be grateful and enjoy the journey as well, because I only live once. And so that's also very important. I think
it is. And something I do believe in is that it's not only just achieving something, because sometimes we achieve something but we don't really know that it's a success. Okay, so people may think, oh, success is when you look good on Instagram, or maybe you have posted this thing and you have achieved it, and then you're done. Because we are just human beings, we're like animals. We need other people, and we need validation, and we need to validate ourselves. So what I thought is, do you also believe that not only sitting with it and like, oh, recognize, oh, I've achieved this, do you believe like having some type of celebration for every success? Because the smallest, look y'all, everyone look now, this success, the small paper, is as big as this success.
Exactly.
You can never compare your success to someone else. A success is a success who is a success.
Yeah.
Because
It's
for
true.
some,
Yeah.
for some people, for me, for example, for me it's like, I just want to wake up and feel happy.
Yeah.
And when I start doing it maybe, or something else, I don't know, people have different goals.
Yeah, exactly.
For you, it's something else, for someone else.
Yeah.
But you know that just by being where you are today, the little Nurbo inside of you, many years ago, it's something really crazy for him.
Yeah.
So when you celebrate it for him.
Yeah.
Because some people, I do believe, don't have the right environment, you know. The people maybe be jealous or doesn't want to see what you have achieved and maybe close it down a little.
Yeah.
So maybe some people do achieve a lot of things, but they don't feel validated and they want something else. Else like, hello,
Yeah.
parents, see me.
Yeah.
Can y'all see me? And we'll get like, okay, you know what? Close emotions, up.
Mm.
So I do believe like, celebrate yourself.
I have a good family and I have very good friends.
I love that.
And they are the ones that can say like, hey Nurbo, we have to celebrate.
I love that.
You achieved this. And I said, oh really, we have to celebrate this? They say, yeah, this is something to celebrate about. And because I can get so stuck into like my goals and just like continue moving forward. But
exactly.
it's so important to celebrate.
Yeah.
It is. I agree.
Yeah.
Because it can also like empower you, give you more motivation and
exactly.
Yeah.
And make you feel like, remember, like it will be a reminder.
Yeah.
Of why you're doing it and for who. And at the end of the day, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But it's end of the day, like it's your dreams from you.
Yeah.
It's something you want.
Yeah, but I think also that you get blind of what you have achieved if you don't celebrate. And also like sometimes I can have bad days and feel like I haven't achieved anything in my life and stuff like that. But then I started doing this thing where I look at my career as like the stocks, you know, how they move, the stocks, like this. And sometimes you have dips, like in the stocks, but then you go up again, and then you have dips. But so I noticed that, okay, even if I had dips, I'm still so much further ahead than I was for 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I look at my career as stocks, and I see that actually, even though it moves slowly sometimes, or it goes down sometimes, it actually moves up every year. And when I look at it like that and see the full picture, I can relax a bit.
Yeah, that's so.
Because it comes so much anxiety from having this mindset. Also, being a person that is very driven and wants a lot in life. It comes so much anxiety with it. I have dealt with it so much, but then I look at this, my stock. My stocks.
I would love to invest in your stock as well, because I believe in you. And that's so unique way of thinking about it. Because I never heard a person speaking about their success and achievements as a stock. How did you even think about it?
I don't know. I started
just
investing.
Like that? Yeah, that's good.
And I was like checking these stocks and thought,
that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. And as I told you before, and I'm telling you again, I'm proud of you. But the most important thing, not even but, and the most important thing is that you should feel proud of yourself. And it can be hard. What I would describe it a little bit like prestation and anxiety, that you want to achieve something and then more and feel anxiety, haven't achieved anything. I do believe like it's much deeper than that. I do know that you may understand what I mean. Mm-hmm. It's a lot deeper than that. And I do believe also that people who are watching this right now can understand what we are speaking about, because sometimes we're not the best fans of ourselves.
No.
And that's the most important thing in every success.
Yeah.
For some other people, they feel success when they become a mother.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They feel success when they have helped their father with paying 1 month. Because they know, oh my God, my father is so stressed, he can't pay this month, the rent and everything. Yeah. And just by helping their father,
Yeah.
They feel like, oh, I achieved something.
Yeah.
They feel good about it.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what do you define as success?
Success, that's a very good question. For me, success is a balance between living a happy life and doing what you love, I would say. Because you can be as successful as you want and dream about, and you can be rich and famous and whatever. But if you're not happy, then for what? You know? So for me, and also like, it's not only my happiness that will make me happy. It's the people around me that I care about and love. If they're not happy, if they are suffering from something, that will affect me as well. So for me, it's very important to check around with the people I love, to see that they also are doing good, and to be there for them just as they are for me. And that will give me energy and joy in my life, and that will help me actually also to be able to use this energy to continue with my goals and my life. So yeah, I would say that a balance between those two things.
Exactly. So balance between love, passion, and feeling happy. Because if that's the define for you what success is, and your eyes sparkle that much and smile, you see now your smile when you speak about acting, about when you shifted your mindset, when you start to believe in yourself most and more. I practice gratitude every day. So every night I have a moment where I just count my blessings, things I'm grateful for. And that makes me appreciate stuff in my life more and realize that I have a good life. We live in a country where there's no war. I have 2 arms, I have 2 legs. Exactly.
I can see, I can hear, I can feel. And to not take that for granted.
No, exactly.
And then when you realize what you have, then you realize what you can also do with what you have. So I think to practice gratitude have been very important for me too, actually. Yeah.
That's so good. And since you were speaking about the stocks, and I'm into it as well, I would like to say something. I don't know how you would take it, but for me, when I do like a research about an investment or a company, I know like they have their, how do you say it in English? Report?
Reports?
Report, yeah. Okay. So they have it like in one date, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be the date of recording, the date of a really huge meeting. You're excited for it. You know, like, oh my God, the stocks will go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And it's crazy. Like you're like so excited. You can't stop thinking about something else. And you see like all the stocks and emotions is up, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes other people also know that these stocks will go up. Because last time it went up.
Yeah.
So there's some people putting in money just to flap in on their stocks to make it like go down or stay silent.
Yeah.
To not go up.
Yeah.
And that will kill something. It will kill the stocks. It will go like, shoof, go down.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like how in one day?
Yeah.
But does that mean that in 60 days, 67 days, or in May, in June, that you won't get a new report? They will make the stock, the investors and also the CEO and VD prepare themselves for something bigger than. That's the universe for you. That's the universe for you. So even though like, oh shit, in one day, in one morning, something went off, a meeting didn't go well, it doesn't mean that the report next time won't be even higher and better.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's meant to be down.
Yeah.
Because these downs are the things making you, when you're up, shining more.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
And sometimes even in the morning.
That's also mindset,
Yeah.
to think like that. That when it's not going well for you or the way you want it, that it actually helps you to focus better, to sharpen yourself, to practice harder, and that will only make you better for the moment when you get a good role or whatever.
Yeah. And I loved that you said when it doesn't go like you want it.
Yeah.
Because what you want aren't also what you need in that moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. But sometimes oh my God, I really want this success to go on.
Yeah.
Because maybe you want to show some people have been treating you bad just like that day, that week, or pushed your bottoms, right? Like an actress, you know, they have triggers.
Yeah.
We do as a person. And sometimes you're like, oh my God, universe, galaxy, God, whatever you guys believe in. I just want this right now. Sometimes that's what you want and not what you need.
Exactly.
And for me, you already have like a life purpose. And that is the only thing who's speaking to you. Maybe these anxiety attacks are a sign for you to do something that you already know you should do. There's like...
I think about it a lot with like, let's say for the role as Jackie in Telgia. If I got it 10 years ago, if I would do it as good as I did it now, and I know the answer, I wouldn't. It would be so bad. The acting would be a failure, I would think. Because I don't know if it's not only about knowing how to act, it's also to be able to act during the circumstances that you get. And usually on this kind of professional sets, it's you have there's an urgency to, like, you have so little time for some scenes, and you have so many people around you watching you doing it, and you have maybe one shot. You have to deliver in one shot or maximum two. And so it's not only about knowing how to act, it's also to be able to act and get into that character like this. When they run to you and say, "Hey, Nurbo, it's your time. You have to go to set," and you're like holding a coffee or a I don't know, whatever.
Something.
Yeah, and you're like, now? They're like, yeah, now. So because it's acting has so many moments where you just wait until it's your turn to stand in front of the camera.
Exactly.
So you can get out of it very fast, your character and everything, especially if people talk to you. So sometimes I just want to hide and just be for myself, and so I can be ready. But yeah, it's I think it's good that I haven't become successful earlier with the acting. But yeah, and I wouldn't even say that I'm successful yet. I would say that I'm on my way.
Why would you say that?
Because my picture of success is a whole different than, I know that if I was talking to Nurbo, 12-year-old Nurbo, and he would see what I have achieved today, he would be amazed. He would be like, what, that's me? But for each year I set new goals, and it's bigger and bigger, and so I can not really feel satisfied 100% with where I am and the stuff I have done. So yeah, that's why I sometimes it's so important to look back what you have achieved and where you came from and where you are now.
Yeah. Just one question.
Yeah.
Let us say you have a recording tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you get into a character, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel love that day?
Yeah.
Do you feel happiness?
Yeah.
Do you feel like all your surroundings are happy and they're feeling good?
Yeah.
And that was the thing you described as successful.
Yeah.
So you already are successful. Just so you know that.
Yeah.
You're already there. So what we could say maybe is that I am already successful. And you should say the things about yourself where you want to be in a few years, because you're already there.
Yeah.
We all can see it. We all can you guys see it? If you can see it, then just mail him, DM him. I will put his Instagram, everything down below, because you're already. But I do understand what you mean, like, but I had this picture when I'm there, when I'm that.
Yeah.
But the funniest part and the most loving part is the way there. Because when you are there, you're not gonna speak about that day. You're gonna speak about this path.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you are at now.
Yeah. There's just so many roles out there I want to play.
Yeah. I know that. So you will keep on fulfilling your life with more love, and more recordings, and more movies, and series, and everything.
Yeah.
I just want to see you everywhere.
Thank you.
I want to. And you're already successful. You just want to live more in those emotions, and you're going to. You're going to, because the emotions you described is love, happiness. So you feel that when you do acting, and you're gonna do more projects.
Yeah, and I'm doing my own things as well, because I came to a point where I'm tired of waiting for opportunities, so I have to create my own opportunities, and so then I started to write scripts, and found like new passions within film and theater. So it's funny because maybe you think you want to do something, but then I don't know how to say it is in English but sometimes you have to learn other things too as well, and be good at that to get you closer to your dream in a way.
So I don't know really that you need to be exactly where the universe and God and everyone has putting you, because you need to go through these things. And like, I want to drink water, but maybe I get a job where to clean water, because one day I'm gonna drink water, and that's my vision. But you need to do other things through the way to be there. And it was so interesting when you said, I stopped waiting for opportunities, I took them by myself. I started to do this, that, and that instead. Because that reminds me of when you told me that you went in school and you needed help with your homeworks, your parents couldn't, so you open up your mind and start to go to neighbors instead. You find your own way.
It comes to a point where I get sick of myself and my excuses, because I don't like excuses. Even though, even like people living in the worst circumstances have no excuses sometimes. They see opportunities and light and stuff. And here I am living in a safe country and everything I'm healthy and everything, and I have excuses, and I just feel then I just feel ashamed, because I have people close to me that suffer from different kind of functional, how do you call it?
Disease.
They have, exactly.
Difficulties during the day, and you felt
like with no arm or no foot or whatever, and I see them achieve stuff they want. I see them ride horses or do stuff I would never picture myself be able to do if I lived during those circumstances. And they inspire me so much, these people, and so I think that actually we don't have much excuses living in Sweden, and having school paid for us, and being able to go to a hospital if we're sick and stuff like that. So I want to stop with that, and then when I stop with that, then my brain starts to search for solutions, and I think that's the way to go. So, but this mindset is not something that lasts all the time. Sometimes you are forgetting to have this mindset, but you have to be aware of your thoughts, I think, so you can control them and change them if it's bad for you. So probably meditation is good for you, but I try to do it, but it's so hard. Just start to think about million stuff, what I'm gonna eat for dinner. And
I understand. But you also told us that you write scriptures, right?
Yeah, scripts,
Shouldn't you also write down your thoughts, maybe your excuses?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because if you write it down, you can see them.
Yeah.
And then you can meet them.
Yeah.
See them as a character. Don't see them as you, because these are thoughts.
Yeah.
They come maybe from insecurities, or maybe, what I also say about ego. Ego love you.
Yeah.
They're the best friend. They just want to protect you. But they don't understand that the way they're protecting you are destroying you from becoming the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
They're like, oh no, we need to hide him. Oh no, we need to that. No, you can't do it. They're trying to hide you or take you down or something. I don't know. People have different egos all over the world. So the ego, in my mind, are someone who loves you, but they don't know that they love you in the wrong way.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you just need to redo it.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about
Yeah,
it.
thank you. So my idea was like, you could sit down, as you do with scriptures, and write down these excuses and thoughts, and then meet them in person.
Yeah.
Say, hey, character one, it's record test, right? Could you just act like this excuse?
Yeah.
I want to see. Oh, I'm not good enough. Or, oh, no, I'm sick. Oh, no, this. And then meet it, confront it. Confront it. Be logical, confront it. Tell it, okay, why? But you have done this. Because I don't believe like the ego is really logic. It comes from when you're scared, or maybe you feel you have some past traumas, it rejects you.
Yeah.
It's all emotions, and it's all cognitive schedule in your mind, and it's not only just emotion, it's everything, it's mixed up. So what I would say to you, write it down like a scripture.
Yeah.
All the excuses and meet them up as a person. Be Jackie.
Yeah.
Tell them, come on, tell me next excuse and I will beat you up.
It's so funny.
Yeah, do it.
Was it you? No, it was another friend. I was I was in the gym, and I talked with a friend about something, and I talked about I think some kind of insecurity in me, and then he said, "Would Jackie have this insecurity?" And I was like, "No, he wouldn't." He said, "Be Jackie."
It's true.
So it's so funny, but sometimes it's like with thoughts, you can fake it till you make it, you know.
Yeah.
So if you feel insecure about something, you can fake that you're the most powerful most confident person on earth, and you can stand like a confident person, use your body and use your voice and everything, and then suddenly you start to feel it. It's like when I went to film school, and they talked about what to do if you feel nervous, because what people tend to do is they get smaller and they lower their voice, and they start to breathe from up here, and to remove it, they said, stand big, use a lot of space, use your voice with force, and breathe from your stomach, and it really helps. So I think you can fake it till you make it sometimes. Yeah.
Could we also take a deep breath? It's true. But if I could put something in that, insecurities can also come from childhood, childhood traumas, or like different things. Insecurities can come up from everything. It could be like a person doesn't feel good enough, or they had a comment about something. Insecurities comes in different ways.
No, I know.
Yeah, exactly. I do believe like some things, like not only fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
What I meant is that you believe in your thoughts, and when you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm not good enough," you will act like you're not good enough. That's the reality.
Exactly.
Of it. But when you have insecurity about something, it's something that you need to heal. And how to feel more secure and confident, I do believe it is when you do something, as we told each other before this interview, doing the things that scares you the most.
Exactly.
You're like, oh my God, are you ready? And we speak up, oh, I feel this, and I feel nervous, or this and that. And we were like looking in each other's eyes, and we were like, let's go.
Yeah. It's so
we
funny.
Every cameras, and it was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a funny a memory of this. I remember after I did I played Zorro on a Wild Western theme park, and that's actually where my passion for acting came from. So they taught me how to fence, ride horses, dance, act, everything.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then so I started to get out of my shell and to dare to do stuff that I never tried before. And when I came back home the first day from coming back from this work, I met my best friend, and he was an MMA fighter, and his mother was a ballet teacher. And he said, "Nurbo, my mother her, I think it was like a colleague to her. She's putting up this. She's gonna this ballet show called The Sleeping Beauty, and they need ballet dancers, men. And look, I grew up with 3 brothers. I grew up in a very macho like environment where you have to be a man and act like men act, and that really limited me from daring to do stuff when I was younger. And then when he asked me this question, I was like, fuck it, let's do it, because they needed like male dancers that could lift the girls. So I thought we were just gonna do like physical things, like lifting them and stuff like that. But when I went there with my best friend, he's an MMA fighter and I was a boxer. We just went there and we were so stiff in our body, and the girls were looking at us and laughing, and then we did a plie and we're so stiff. And it went from like doing that basic stuff to the teacher adding more and more advanced dances. And we found it so funny and exhausting, and such a good workout, and challenging, and something very different, and it was so fun. We gained so much new friends, and we had so much fun, and we explored sides of ourselves that we would never be able to do if we had this
wall.
Yeah,
stopping
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
And now you also have experience to share to
Yeah.
other people and to me.
Yeah.
So it's so cool that you did it.
Yeah, I had my brothers coming and watching
Yeah.
me dancing ballet, and I had my one of my brothers. He was like filming, and he was proud, and I was like,
That's so sweet.
you know, from knowing his background and
Yeah.
how I think he would never dare to do something like that, and then him being there and being supportive, that meant like the whole world for me. So yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And it always came something good out of it, to dare to challenge yourself, to do something that feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Always comes out something good out of it.
Exactly. And do you know what I want to do?
What?
Like all these things you said now for like the 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I would cut it, take it from this episode.
Yeah.
And I want to send the video to you, because when you write a scripture with excuses, right?
Yeah.
And this person are acting in front of you, I want to put this video on the person's face,
Yeah.
because you just talk to all the excuses. No, it was amazing. No, I wouldn't do it, but I did it, and I learned this and that, and you're smiling, and I felt appreciated from my brother. And this is crazy,
Yeah.
because these excuses, they don't want you to feel like that.
Yeah.
So just have a new ballet dance with those thoughts, or like a boxing with them,
Yeah.
and tell them these things, because it's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you said now, it's arguments to all the excuses.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think you won the fight. Do you
Yeah.
believe the same? Yeah.
I think it's something that this courage that
We love the word.
that
We
we
love
can
it.
have, it can come and go. So I think as fast as we feel something, oh shit, this is uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and we should just go for it. And I think you're the same kind of person, because when we were talking before, I felt like, damn, you're like a female version of myself. You just
Thank you.
jump before you think, so, and you try, and you're not scared of failure. So I think that is very important too. That's like yeah, I don't want to go into it.
No, it's totally okay. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for seeing that. I appreciate it. And yeah, I really need to be that person, even though people doesn't like support that.
Yeah.
At the end, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, she's doing too much. She's confident in doing things that
Yeah.
they maybe want to.
Yeah. But you're doing
So,
it.
yeah, I'm doing it.
You know what I
anyway.
feel? So many people judging you and talking about how bad you are with this or that. But at least I'm doing something. What are you doing? Besides judging someone, what are you doing? And are you living freely? Are you living truthful to who you are? And yeah, are you the full potential of yourself? And no, if the answer is no, then why? Is it because you only spend your time judging people, or is it maybe because you, I don't know, you're not, you don't have the courage for it, or I don't know. I that's something that I really dislike, is people judging others. And especially people that, the people they are judging is actually people that are trying. They might fail, but who cares? Like, who cares? You will at least learn and get closer and closer to your dream. I can see you have like a huge talk show.
Thank you.
In a huge channel.
Thank you.
So it will come, because you're at least doing something.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, and your thoughts and everything you said is really, really clever. And I do hope that people who watch this understand these things. Because just by, you couldn't even describe how they think. In my head, it's like, because you're not them.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense. You're like, I don't think, maybe they don't have courage. I don't know. You're trying to explain. I say, no, but you're not like them, so you won't understand.
No.
But
no, I have been very judgmental. When I, as I told you, when I was younger, I was super jealous. I was judgmental. I was mean. I was. I'm talking when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But all that comes from insecurities in me. Like, I know it now, for fact. That's why also, when I see people that are like this, I don't bother. Like, I try not to really care. I want it to just bounce away from me, because I feel like this has nothing to do with me or what I do. It has to do with you and your insecurities. And I feel sorry for you. Like that's the mindset I try to have. Because otherwise, if I would feel and get affected by everything mean someone said to me, I wouldn't be able to be where I am today. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. And you had a mindset shift, and you're thinking totally different, and the person you are today are totally different from who you were before. And that's why I meant, like, you can't even describe them because you're not there. And
nope.
No. And I would never be or ever wanted to be in that position, not because I'm better than anyone. It's just because I don't have the heart to even judge people in that way. I don't mean to you. I mean, like, I'm a person who goes deep into things. So when I hear something about the person doing to me, I'm like, why? How? And I want to get deep to it. And then I understand, oh, it's because of the trauma. Oh, because of that or that or that. But I don't know if that's maybe, for me, a cope mechanism to find reasons to why the people are treating me sometimes bad. Or there's really good, awesome people. But what I've been learning is that I shouldn't even give them a reaction.
No.
I shouldn't even say something, because just by that I switch the energy, and I don't want that energy even in my life.
No, exactly.
Not even a reaction.
No, like, also just by everything we've been talking about, it's gonna be someone watching and judging the shit out of me and you probably, and like they're always gonna be like that.
Yeah.
And because they search for something wrong in you. Some people just want to search. You know, when you search for something, you're gonna find it. So, and then I just hope they think, like, what does this give me? You know, what does it give you to do this? And what would it give you to empower people, to be happy for people? And actually, like, a funny thing I did when I was younger, because I had a really problem with jealousy. I was super jealous, and it came from my insecurities. So if I saw someone post something, I was like, I didn't want to like this person's thing, because I was like, then he gets one more like and he gets more famous or whatever. And I'm talking as when I was a kid. So, and then I started to realize how I was thinking and how bad it was for me, and how bad I felt, and how it took energy from me being like this. So I was like, I want to work this away. I want to stop being jealous. And then I said, what if I do the opposite of what my brain wants me to do? What if I like it, like the stuff he shared online? So I started to like it, and then I was like, fuck, I still feel jealous. I still feel jealous. This didn't help at all. And then instead of giving up, I was like, fuck it. What if I comment? I like and comment, you know? So I did that. I was like, hey, I'm so happy for you that you won this soccer game, whatever. And then I let it be, and I was like, fuck, why did I do that? Now he has one more comment and one more like.
Yeah.
And then after like 5 minutes, he answered, wow, thanks, Nurbo. That's sweet of you. And when I got that answer, it filled my heart and soul. I felt so happy. It gave me such a nice feeling, and I felt good about myself. And I also felt like, am I starting a friendship here? You know, so and then I started doing this to everyone. I started to giving out like compliments, like Oprah, and you win that car, and you win, you know,
Yeah.
and liking and supporting and being like the opposite of the jealous side. And I gained so many friends. I felt so good about myself. I had another like energy in my body, and so since then, I left that, and that's an ugly chapter of my life that I have left behind me. I can still feel jealousy sometimes, but it's so low, like it's lower than the average people, and it's because I practice my brain to not be jealous. So that's an advice.
Yeah.
Try it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I do believe like many people maybe watching could feel the same or have been there or can relate, because we're only human beings. And the thing is, for me, before, I didn't even know that jealousy was in the word. I didn't understand until I saw some patterns in people, and then I understood, oh, maybe it's jealousy. And then I started to really invest by learning what is really jealousy and what does it come from. The things that you said was so clever, and I do really appreciate that you share these thoughts and everything about like
We had a cut before, so
this is our intro, I think.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we're
okay.
so. Oh my God, it was so fun. This is like wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when I wanted to understand deeply about jealousy and insecurities, in my head I was like, maybe jealousy are because a person knows in their inner that this is something they want to do.
Yeah.
It's a dream, or maybe it's their soul speaking like, I would do it, I can do it, I want to do it. But sometimes it's also the ego, you know, in a way like, oh, I could do it better than her. Because I've been hearing people saying that, like, sometimes I've been seeing people's eyes. I've been like confronted this person, and I was like, oh my God, I've been seeing some special thing in your eyes when I'm up on the stage. Do you feel like this is something you want to do? Yeah, I can, yeah. And you feel like you can do it better than me, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, I do believe so. That's why I'm speaking also, because I do believe that people has purposes in their life. So when you have these eyes and you're like looking at me in a way where I feel it's something in you that you need to work on, but you said you could do it better than me, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I will book a stage, and tomorrow you could do a public speaking if you want to, and I can bring all the public. Just do it. Could you do it?
Yeah.
The face whole shifted.
Yeah, but it's exactly like that. They don't understand the struggle and they just see the glamorous part.
Yeah.
Especially with acting. They're like, hey, I want to act too. Can you please fix a role for me? I was like, bro, I have to fix roles for myself. I can't even do that sometimes, you know? And it's not only to act. It comes so much stuff with acting that is not nice. Like being in the public eye, fame, for instance, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's actually not fun at all. and people are writing things and they are mean and they are judgmental, and you have to be a perfect human being if you're going to be in the public eye. You can never do something wrong, say something wrong. Everything can be used against you, and this, yeah,
Said it.
yeah, and this is like the scary part and the backside of it, and I think people only see the good parts and stuff. That's why it's so important to be passionate in the things you do, because if you're passionate in it, then you can handle all the bad parts of it, and when it gets stormy, you know. But if you're not passionate, you're gonna fall and you're not gonna rise, you know. So they can say how much they want, that they can do it better and stuff like that, but they're not doing it right. So
That's so true.
yeah.
And even though if they want to do it, or if they do it, I would like applause my hands the loudest in the room. I would be proud of them.
Yeah.
There's just like a feeling that I don't like at all, and it's the feeling about seeing people having the potential to doing something, and instead of doing it, they want to pick out something wrong in you or in me.
Yeah.
Oh, Elissa is doing that, Elissa is that, Elissa is that. I know my name.
Yeah.
Baby girl, and baby, I know it.
Yeah.
Elissa Lioness. I know you love my name. Could you speak about something else you love more a little? Maybe your passions, your goals, your dreams.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we only have one life. Come on, we
Yeah,
only live
exactly.
once. We should just.
And there is enough sun for everyone.
Yeah.
There is. Honestly, there is.
I get so mad
Yeah.
because I'm like so into these things and
Yeah.
these topics, because the stocks are down a little bit in Avistat that you and I believe in. And we know in the long run we will get a really, really good papers and numbers from this stock. But it doesn't mean that someone else who invested in something else and got the stocks up now, that we shouldn't be happy for the person.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like we won't get the things we're meant to get in the life.
Yeah.
So we should be happy and proud about everyone.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm not proud of the people staying there.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the people who get awareness of these things, because some people are staying there and they know it and they do nothing about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ah,
Good talk. Good talk.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, and good talk to you too. And you were said something else before when we spoke, like when we have like these recordings going on, an actress, and you said, hide to be ready, right?
Did I?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So what I wanted to say before we sum up everything is that I think you have hide enough right now.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to publish more about you, and I wanted to see if you're ready too.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Come at me.
Let's see. Hold up, we're ready. So, I've been learning so much by having you here and by listening to you. And I wanted to ask you if you have any last words or meaning to people watching this.
This is now when I'm gonna face the camera. 30 seconds. No,
You
I'm
can
just
take
kidding.
You can take the camera.
No, I feel like we have been talking about a lot. Yeah, it's been a good talk.
Thank you for sharing everything, your thoughts, and
I hope
acting.
I won't cringe when I watch this
Oh,
afterwards.
if I hear my just by
I'm
hearing
like,
my English, oh my God, I'm gonna give these people, the jealous people, something to talk
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so guys, Nurbo, he has his Instagram and every socials and contacts down below. So just click at the info box and follow him everywhere, wherever you see him. Applause and give him love, because that is his success, right? So thank you guys for watching. And the Lioness show, you already know where you can find me. You already know where you can find my Instagram, TikTok, everything. Elissa Lioness, wherever you want to go, Elissa Lioness. Thank you guys for watching. We love that. Take care. Bye.